Hello there. It's a Halloween miracle because my Vaesen Kickstarter came in. Let's do a nice little unboxing, shall we? Welcome back to the channel, and this is the Sacred Art of Gaming, and we're going to do something very exciting because I never got a shipping notice for this. I had no idea when it was coming in, and I'm just happy that it's here for Halloween time. Now, I went a little crazy, and Vaesen is something I've already had digitally for quite some time. But I just had the core book digitally. I used this Kickstarter to pick up the core book, the Mythic Britain and Ireland book, the Mythic Carpathia, whatever, portion of the Kickstarter, and then also the starter set. So we will very briefly go over the core book, and then we'll get into the juicy bits of the new stuff. And this is really just to kind of give you an idea as to what we're dealing with here. First of all, I love this. I love this because I don't know what the hell this is made out of, but I'm starting to realize when it comes to these bigger books, these bigger dual column, like professional books that are not more in the indie space, I'm starting to notice a few things I really enjoy. Number one, they have a matte finish that almost is like textured. I love that, not just on the front, but also on the pages. That's number one. Number two, they're doing the dual column thing, which I generally am kind of meh about. Feels like corporate to me. But this book, as well as some other books like Pendragon does it. I always forget what it's called. Wilder Feast does it. I always want to say it's like Hunger something. They utilize the space very well. Not that that's what we're here for. I just want to give you kind of a feel for Vaesen, which is a free league game. Uses the, not powered by the apocalypse, it uses the Mutineer Zero engine, which is like a dice pool system. Kind of somewhat close to Blades in the Dark now that I think about it, the Forged in the Dark system in a way. But yeah, this is wonderful, and I kind of want to show you, oh my god, it feels like Dragonbane to me. This is gonna be, I think, like my modern equivalent to Dragonbane. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This is some of the Vaesen, which is cool. Vaesen is all about, you're part of like a secret society where you are hunting creatures of myth and legend, and very Witcher-esque. But the difference here is that you're typically not like fighting them. You're not gonna beat them in like combat necessarily. You kind of, at best, you're gonna like banish them, or you're going to escape them, really. And sometimes they're not even the monsters. Sometimes it's humans. So this is the Mythic Britain and Ireland book. Again, trying to just kind of give you a general feel of the book. Yes, human monsters, of course. This one actually comes with a ribbon. The core book does not. Some societies and groups. I know I did kind of touch on the table of contents very briefly, just to give you an idea as to what is in the book. But yeah, man, here's some very specific Britain and Ireland style Vaesen, which is really cool. So good. So good. Yeah, this reminds me of Pendragon in a way because the book is like oddly light, but still pretty thick. I don't really understand what crazy technology it is. So I went and I lifted every single book that I could think of where I was like, what does this remind me of? And then it eventually dawned on me when I lifted Pendragon. So yeah, that is Vaesen core book, as well as Mythic Britain and Ireland. Now let's get into the new stuff, shall we? Whoa. Had a few espresso martinis. Everyone is asleep, and I'm wide awake because, well, espresso martinis, that's why. Hope everyone's doing well out there and enjoying their Halloween festivities this Halloween season. It was still early in the month, but good God, this would never even be a second thought taking that off, but for some reason you do it on camera. This has a very, this book, I don't know if you can hear all that, but this book feels as excellent as the other two books. Oh, there's an extra little goodie in here, huh? Ooh, a map. The other books did not have this, or if it did, I somehow didn't notice it. Very cool. Maybe it was part of the Kickstarter, that's why. Nice little map. Love that. Again, kind of gives me Dragonbane vibes with this style of map. Oh, I love that. You know what's weird is I didn't realize how much I was going to like Vaesen with just the digital copy. For some reason, having it physically is like really breathing some life into this. There was another book with this Kickstarter, which I personally was not interested in. From what I recall from memory, it was more of like a campaign, like story setting, which I just was not personally interested in. Not to say it was bad. So we've got the Mythic Carpathia. The reason why I went with this book is because this had more stuff that I was kind of more interested in. Like, I believe there's the Vampire Hunter options, more upgrades, Vaesen, which I was really interested in. And I think these were actually some adventures. And yeah, so we'll kind of flip through this as well. Don't want to spend too much time on it. And just to kind of give you a feel as to what the brand new stuff is. Excellent art. Welcome to Mythic Carpathia, a Vaesen version of Central and Eastern Europe in the 19th century. This region was torn by wars and dominated by three powerful empires, Austro-Hungary and Austro-Hungary, the Kingdom of Prussia, and the Russian Empire. Is that excellent map. I don't know about you, but something I've always loved in general in shows and stuff and like real life, I guess. I use quotes because I don't know for sure, but I always love the idea of like monsters and creatures and spirits, very similar to like Witcher. And although I don't directly believe in their existence, just because I'm the kind of person who needs some type of, I need to experience it, or I need evidence to like really, really, truly believe. Some rare books, that's pretty cool. Improv to Secret Library. I've always loved the idea as to like some of this stuff like existing, like real witches or the Jersey Devil, ghosts, Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster. But one thing even cooler than that are the more obscure stuff like this. What the fuck is this? Drakavac. Oh, I love that. I love, like, look at how creepy this friggin' thing is. Gives you all kinds of examples of conflicts and secrets, some rituals you can do, some stats for the character, the homunculus. I really love learning about like obscure myths and legends, and Vaesen is just perfect. Perfect for that. Do you have a preferred setting to enjoy that type of stuff? Setting, book, world, system? This might be getting into adventures, so I don't want to give like any spoilers necessarily. I just want to confirm that that is in fact what it is. Yeah, so it looks like there's a few here. Okay. Very, very interesting. This may have, oh, okay, some nice little notes. Really cool. All right, that is Mythic Carpathia. Someday I'll learn how to say that. Not today, though, not today. All right, now the big boy, the starter set. These are always exciting, especially because by the time I get them, I very rarely remember what the hell was even in them to begin with. So it's like a nice little surprise all over again. And I mean, this one, I really have no... honestly, I don't even remember ordering the starter set. I'm sure I did, because these moments are exciting to share with people. Oh, the back kind of shows you, but you know what? Let's just experience it. Let's do it live, as they say. Vaesen Starter Set. Here we go. If I can ever get this box, you son of a... There we go. Okay. Ooh, dice. I always appreciate when there's some dice. Has that new box smell. I love that. Why can't I open anything right now? I have a bane to my dexterity. So I did not have their dice previously, and something I wanted to see was if it was textured or not. And it is, slightly. It's a little textured. Ooh. That's a soft roll. That's a very soft roll. Nice. Really cool. Alright, I dig that. I dig that a lot. The game's catalog, of course. Yes, you have quite a bit, we know. Cards. Initiative cards. Similar to Dragonbane. I dig that. Something I was kind of against at first, the whole like card system and initiative, that was because I'm pretty used to Savage Worlds, so I'm like, why would we have to have special cards for initiative? But now, having gotten used to it and having the cards through these very accessible starter sets, it's like, man, this is, I don't have to do any math or figure out any like what goes first, hearts or whatever. So yeah, pretty handy. This is a thank you to our mythic level backers. Very cool, very cool. Vaesen rules. So I assume this is an abridged rule set. I know some of these starter sets, when they do this, they kind of give you like the whole set of rules. I really doubt that here because of how small this is. This is like, yeah, 16 pages. But this should be enough to get you started. Thus the starter set. Alright, so that's what we got there. Here is The Haunting of Castle Gillenkreutz. That was legit, right? Alright, so an intro, a prelude, and then the actual adventure itself, and then a confrontation. This is 12 pages here. Just a quick little flip through to give you a feel. Yeah, it looks like this is an adventure. A mystery. Ooh, what is this? Codex Occultum. Oh my goodness. What is this? A Society Creed? Okay, this looks like Ash Tree Wife. Is that a new... I don't think these are new. Are these tied to... What are these tied to? Sea Serpent, Werewolf, And I feel like werewolf is probably in the base game, right? As well as troll. Revenant. Man, this is awesome though. I don't think this gives you all of the information that the book has, but it's cool because this is a really neat little like, I feel like bird watchers, you ever see like bird watchers and they have their little book to like identify what type of bird it is? This feels like that for Vaesen. Like, you'd be out in the wild hunting your Vaesen, and then you'd be like, oh, wait a second. Oh, that's an ash tree wife. I can tell by the ash tree that she's in, and just her resting bitch face. All right. Ooh, okay. This looks like a nice little sheet to, like a reference sheet. I mean, it's always good to have. Oh, these might be. Okay, it's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. So these you pass out the table. I don't know that these are particularly. I don't know. I think these are kind of easy things to remember, in my humble opinion. But I mean, when you got a group and you got a starter set and you want to play something new, those things can be handy for sure, and helps you teach people a new game. These are some fun little odds and ends that I assume are tied to the adventure. These are probably some pre-made characters, which I'll struggle to get out of the box. We're at the portion of the box where it's hard to get the things out. Alright, some pre-made characters with Torum, Franz. Does it say what kind of like profession they have? This one kind of looks like a hunter. This is a priest. I forget what that one is. That looks like the writer. Vagabond, probably. And then this is a oh, whoa. We got multiple maps. This looks like this goes with the adventure. Single-sided. And then the Mythic North. Cool map. It'd be easier to show you out here. Oh, and it is double-sided. What the hell is this? Oh, this is showing like inside of Uppsala town and or city. All right. How exciting. And then here's the back. The Mythic North, Northern Europe of the 19th century. Yeah, this is excellent. This is excellent. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for the starter set in particular, but that felt like a decent value, assuming it's in the realm of most starter sets. You get the initiative cards, you get the dice, you get a bunch of handouts, some adventures, pre-generated characters. I like that little codex. You get some condensed rules. If it were $30-ish or less, I feel pretty solid about that. And then yeah, these other books, I'm excited because it feels like Dragonbane to me, and as you know, I love Dragonbane. So yeah, this is excellent, expanding my RPG repertoire in a way that excites me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. And as you know, there are solo rules for Vaesen. So let me know down in the comments down below. Did you back the whole Kickstarter? Are you excited about this book, both books, Vaesen in general? I want to hear about it, and I also want to hear what is your preferred Monster Hunter system and or setting. So something like this, East Texas University, Kids on Bikes, Monster of the Week, Call of Cthulhu, just to name a few. Delta Green, let's hear about it. Alright, of course, do all the fun YouTube things like comment, subscribe, have an espresso martini on me, and I will see you in the next one as we continue to explore the sacred art of gaming together. Thanks for watching.